and you introduce yourself, say, "Hey, I'm Will," and they go, "Hi, Will, nice to meet you. You okay?" Everybody, you okay? What do you mean, am I okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, love.
I got a plane to catch.
I don't. Yeah, and also, have you?
Yeah, I'm going straight to Heathrow.
Fuck. Oh,
yeah.
Shit! I don't work under pressure. I've just been told Will has to get on a plane really quick, so I'm gonna. Yeah, look who we've got on board. Will and John Bishop.
Hello.
Hello, love. I don't know why I was expecting applause. It's just.
You were.
Well, listen. You're here to talk about, is this thing on? Now listen, John, I've known you for over 25 years. What the hell?
I know.
How has this happened?
I know. Imagine making a sitcom or a film about yourself. He's just done a sitcom about himself and how he got into comedy about his own childhood.
But listen, we've performed together. Well, we've known each other for over 25 years. If someone had told you performing in those pubs for free or for £10 and you're now your last.
Oh mate, yeah, but it's the same as you. You know, we started at the same time. We're doing the same venues.
But this is Hollywood. I want a Hollywood film about me.
Look at the way you're dressed. You know what I mean? You're dressed like you're in Hollywood.
It looks like Hollywood's vomited over me. Because I've got an idea for a film about my love life.
Okay.
Yeah, Homo Alone.
Oh, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And would you still cast Macaulay Culkin?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't mean.
No, we're not outing
I just
him.
mean. No. I mean because he was in the. Yeah.
Yes, I know, love. I know. So listen, you must have been asked a million times, but. I don't know how it's happened. You're in Amsterdam?
Yeah. Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
We were on a boat, and our mutual friend sort of told John to tell me how John became a stand-up. And John just told me, just out of sort of interest, because I was interested in like how he got his start.
Yeah.
And he told me that story that you know very well. A lot of people know that he went into a pub in Manchester, into the Frog and Bucket, didn't want to pay the £4 cover because they were doing an open mic, so he put his name down, having no connection to stand-up, and was going through a divorce from his wife Melanie, and ended up getting called onto stage, and got up there and for the first time started talking about what he was going through. That was his opening line, basically, was "I'm getting a divorce," which is, as we were talking about earlier, it's a great opener for stand-up. Your first ever line. And I just thought, oh man, what a story that is. It's amazing. And then I ended up reaching out to John. I talked to Mark Chappell, my writing partner, and I said, "Did you know the story?" And of course, he's English. He did. He said, "It's a great story." I said, "I think that we could maybe meet John and maybe sort of ask him if we could do this," which is what we did, and came back here and started writing the film. And then a few years later, get Bradley Cooper and I are old friends. He was working on Maestro. He was in a break, and I said, he asked me what I was working on. I sent him the script so he could just give me some thoughts on it. And he FaceTimed me, and he also recognized what a great story it was. And he said, "Can I do this with you? And I'd like to rewrite it, and I think that it can go from here, and I really think it can go up here." And for those listening, my hand went from low to high.
Check it out on YouTube. You'll see his hand go up.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Clip that.
Because the thing is as well, I love the film, so much heart and everything, but because I know John, now John was one of these annoying comedians. I would cling to the same 15 minutes of material every time. He would walk on stage and something funny would have happened in the car journey there, and he would riff. For 20 minutes. Everyone would be in hysterics, and I'd be like, "You bastard." I wasn't pleased for him. So you really caught that. You were there, weren't you? You always had fresh stuff, and you'd go, "Oh fuck, I'm following John Bishop."
It was funny because we had a special screening in Liverpool on a Saturday, and Mick Ferry was there.
Oh, Mick!
Mick, for people who don't know, Mick was the comedian who introduced me on stage that night, and Dave Perkins was there, who owned the Frog and Bucket, and they both came. It was brilliant. It was a full circle moment having them there. But in the film, Alex Novak, who Will plays, goes on stage and just talks. And Dave Perkins said to me, he said, "That's what you were like." He said, "We used to sit there, go, is he going to say any jokes yet? He's just chatting."
Yeah. But that's what you were so brilliant.
I love that he said, that's what you were like? He was like, "Yeah, that's why we made the movie, man."
But was it important for you for it to be authentic as well? Because, you know, so when sometimes you see stand-up in films and you're like, that's not how it is, you know. But it felt that the way they slowly warmed to you. That's what it's like, isn't it? And, you know, and I think you said something interesting as well about how, you know, Americans have therapy, Brits have stand-up. We just go and tell us room full of strangers have problems.
Well, I remember early on, John told me, he said one of the things, what was funny was that you didn't, where you were from and the way that you were raised and the sort of the environment, being English, you weren't going to therapy. You weren't talking about what was going on with you emotionally. It's not something that, I mean, it's more now, but certainly a while, you know, that's a sort of a new concept in this country. I'm obviously making a generalization.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No one had therapy.
No. And so
your mum just said, "Get on with it."
Yeah. Everybody said, "Get on with it," right? Yeah. And you're like, "Should I just take the bullet out of my head?" Yeah, take the bullet out of your head and get on with it. You know what I mean? And I remember you saying that to me. And what was striking was that you got on stage, and that was when you first started to kind of open up about what was going on in your life, and it kind of changed you over the course of those months, those first months, certainly.
Definitely, and I look, again, as Alan said, we started together, and, you know, Alan knows Melanie very, very well, and you obviously, you've seen the film, so you see those emotional things, and you know how true that is to us.
Yeah.
But like I was saying the other day, if we'd have seen that film when we were going through that period of our life, we may not have split up, because the film kind of explains to people how nuanced relationships are, and how sometimes you just need to take a pause. No one's the bad guy in the room. You're just missing each other.
Yeah.
Did you find out, so we were talking about the stand-up, did you feel the authenticity of the stand-up portions of it and what that experience is like?
Definitely.
Like
that close-up of the face and then the slap. Because sometimes when you see stand-up in films, everyone's like, ah, and it's, believe me, if you've seen my act, it's not like that. You had less booing than me. No, I just found it really authentic. I thought, at last a film that really feels like it is on stage. When you are on stage.
But the way that's filmed as well, you know, when I first spoke to Bradley about how he was going to film it, he said, I can see how I'm going to do it. I want to do the stand-up close up. And what people don't know is he operates the camera. So those scenes where you see Will on stage and he's talking down the camera's there.
Yeah.
You know,
and Bradley, like John said, Bradley operated most of the camera, most of the film. Yeah. So he's as close as I am to John right now, talking to me, filming those scenes.
Yeah.
You know, very sort of intimate, which is lent itself to that. So you got that intimacy.
Was there ever going to be a point where you were going to be Scouse?
No, never.
Can you say anything like
the only thing I always say, but the thing I love about we were just up in Liverpool, and it's just so brilliant up there. I love all the people. They're amazing. But then you introduce yourself, say, "Hey, I'm Will," and they go, "Hi, Will, nice to meet you. You okay?" Everybody, "You okay?" What do you mean, am I okay? Yeah, I'm fine. You okay? As if something happened, and am I dealing with it all right? You know what I mean?
It's filmed in New York, obviously. And there's a bit about, you said, because it takes a lot to explain, doesn't it? That, you know, you're a Scouse, you're a Liverpudlian, and then you lived in Manchester, because stand-up is very nomadic, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when I do interviews, how did you get into stand-up? Your eyes sort of roll a bit, because it's never a fine line, is it?
No, it's never an easy thing to sort of explain to people, but I think as a narrative, as a story, to make this reach a wider audience.
Yeah.
New York feels like the home of stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you have a film based in New York, it's going to reach a wider audience, but it felt appropriate. And the Comedy Cell is a comedy club that I've done. You know, I go back doing it. I'm going back in February to do it. You know, I love doing it. And the comedians that are in it are comedians that work the club. Liz, who's the manager of the club, she's in it. So it couldn't have felt more authentic to create that feeling. But the main thing for me, the bit that I suppose me and Mel, and as I say, you know Mel well enough to know she would always wait until she sees something, and was a bit anxious about how it was going to be, because it was portraying everything for me, it's the emotional bit. It's the story of the relationship. This isn't a film about stand-up. It's a film about relationships, about love, about how people find
vulnerability.
And when we first saw it, I can't tell you, it was so. You felt so vulnerable, but also so relieved that the story had been handled so well.
Because, you know, with my sitcom, it was based on my life. I was teasing my mum, because my mum's quite shallow. She wanted someone really sexy to play her. And I said, Mum, you have a very masculine energy. We're going to have a man play you. And she's like, oh, no, Alan, no. And I said, don't be stupid. She was shitting herself. She was like dreading this sitcom coming out. But actually, Nancy, who plays my mum, is brilliant. Tell us, how did your stand-up go? You did it for 6 weeks. Did you die on your arse? Was you funny?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I did okay. You know, I got introduced. I'd have them introduce me as Alex Novak, was my character's name. Yeah, so which was confusing to people. Some people in America recognized me, and so they thought that I was having a sort of some kind of a mental crisis or something. But it was, you know, I wanted to know what that experience. I'm not a stand-up, and I've been around a lot. I'm friends with a ton of stand-ups, and I know, and I've always had just a sort of a healthy respect for it, and so I wanted to do it, but I also wanted to do it through the eyes of somebody who has no experience performing whatsoever. So we wrote all that stand-up, and I would work on it during the day and then go at night, a couple times a night at the Comedy Cellar, as John mentioned. I was living around the corner when we were there last year, and I would just go and work on it, and just, you know, the job was to do the stand-up and also to see his progression through the film as a stand-up, and also how he's affected about the emotional, you know, what he's going through emotionally with his marriage. So it was kind of a complicated assignment and very trippy, but at the same time, also you're on stage, and I did have a couple times where I bombed, you know, really quite, not even brilliantly, like just bombed in the most basic, you know, where you just feel like, fuck, man, what is just this? But
the hard thing for him is he's bombing in character, so he can't do what we do and go for the big joke. He's got to try and stay in that moment. Because you know what it's like when you're dying. You know.
What is this dying on? What?
But when you're struggling, you start chasing the joke, don't you?
I know.
And it's like digging a hole. And it's so, every comedian loves watching another comedian struggle. It's so
I
fun.
remember dying on my arse, and it was a new comedy night, and I wrote me jokes on a post-it note, and I just went, this isn't working, I've got to go. And as I walked off, the post-it note fell off and stuck to the floor. I had to come back on and physically peel my jokes off the floor. Do you know what I mean? Oh, God! And I'm going on tour next year, so I'm at that stage now, writing. So next week I'm going to turn up, and because it was him, because on the last tour I did America, I did New York, and I rang up John. I said, I'm shitting myself about New York. He said, the New York crowds will be great. I did the town hall, because I said, well, because I knew he loves performing over there, and you really put my mind at rest. And they were great, and the world, people do get joke. I was worried about the material, and they're going to know.
I firsthand got to see John a few times at the Cellar. It was just unbelievable, and it was, I'm there doing this thing and trying to learn what this thing is, and then John comes up and absolutely destroys. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, welcome to my world.
But also what's good is we managed to be on the same lineup.
Yeah.
So he was on as Alex Novak and I was on as me, and you know, in the Comedy Club in New York, you know, most of the audience don't know me. I'm just another actor going up. So
but didn't someone, because I saw a clip, didn't someone think you were from Ukraine?
That's genuinely true. That's honest to God true.
Well, I mean, I say this with love, but have you met Americans?
No, because what
and I say that as a Canadian. You know what I mean?
I'd done the Cellar, and it never. Obviously, the accent thing we have to. So he's been asked loads of times, would you do it as a Scouse accent? And I never conceived that I sound different to Americans. So I remember doing this.
Oh, you do, John. You do.
Yeah, but if I haven't been introduced as being from the UK or from Liverpool, even saying English, I don't sound English. So I never thought that they would fill in the gaps and make up their own mind. And I did this gig, and I was coming off, in the big room at the back, the lounge. I was coming off, I'd come off stage, I'd done my bit, no one said where I was from, I hadn't mentioned where I was from. And as I'm coming through the audience, this guy stopped me, could not have looked more American, cap, beard, fat, big check shirt, looked like he drove an ice truck or something. And as I'm walking through, he just grabbed me by the arm, he said, "Hey buddy, tell your guy Zelensky, we've got his back."
By the way, and so I've been spending time over here, and every time people say, "How did that guy become president?" There's stories like that. That's how.
That explains
That's
it.
how.
Well, how do you think I feel when I did Montreal back in the day, before it was even on the telly, and you do warm-up gigs? Imagine having this voice, Alan Carr. "Hello, everyone." People are like, "What the fuck is this?" And afterwards in the bar, "Where are you from in England?" Because they think everyone must sound like this in Northampton. Well, let me think. Well, listen, it is a holiday podcast, and so I must ask you some holiday questions, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Tell me one of the most favourite places. Where do you go to for holiday that you love?
I mean, it's pretty cliche.
Where? Come on.
St Barths.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'll be holidaying there now, won't you, John? You'll be there, John, now. You're this
No, listen.
big,
hey,
big A-list
Alan,
Hollywood star.
I used to go there when I
Alan
was a
who?
kid.
I'll be waving at him. John, it's me.
Alan, listen, Hollywood leaves after this week of promo. Hollywood leaves, and I'm back. They'll all forget me name.
Yeah, then you'll want me back, John.
Then I'll be friends.
I want to say, I used to go back in the day. It used to be just like this little French island. It wasn't fancy and it wasn't filled with yachts. So we used to go there years ago because there wasn't a lot of, there were a bunch of like little hotels there and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of goats and then nice beaches. So
Yeah.
I'd go there when I was with my family on holiday when I was a kid, and it wasn't the billionaire playground. Now I don't want to go because it's it's Jeff Bezos and
When they spoil
he's fine, by the way. I love my Amazon. Fucking get all my packages delayed now.
I mean, that's the trouble, isn't it? You're supposed to slag him off. I use Amazon all the time.
I know.
I'm like, anyway.
I kind of hate myself for it, and I love the convenience.
But it's so easy. It comes the next day.
What are you gonna do? When are you ever gonna go? Well, I need some string and some boots for the dog and a hat.
Am I boring you, Will?
No, I just saw.
Will's actually picked up a book and started reading. I know the questions aren't the best.
Is this Tim Key? No, just Tim Key.
Yeah.
I love Tim Key.
He's
He's such a funny kid.
Yeah, he's great.
His poem, that book is so funny.
He's a funny dude. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I just saw his name and I went, "Oh, I love that guy."
No, it's fine. I
Yeah,
might
yeah.
start reading a book when you start.
No. Is that War and Peace? No.
Oh look!
It's going to be a long interview.
Is this a book about poverty?
I know. Not that you know about that, John.
Welcome
Not
back
that
to
you-
Irony Wednesday.
I know about poverty.
Someone bought me, I don't know, a poverty map book, and I've got to put it out. But I mean, when do you ever go,
Who wants a poverty map book?
I don't know.
Let's go and see where all the poor people are.
I don't approve of this book. Someone bought me the book.
By the way, conversation starter.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mission accomplished.
So weird.
That's a
Yes.
different holiday, isn't it?
What's your favourite poor street in London? Oh God! Oh God! Have you got a holiday hack? And thank you, John, for not mentioning how fat I've got. I've been on an all-inclusive holiday in Mexico, and I've got a holiday hack. You know, the all-inclusive, because I'm working class, you see, and I don't know, you must be a bit like this. You know, with the free food.
You can't help
Keep
yourself.
going back, free drinks, free food. Oh my God. But my holiday hack is, when it's food of the world, just stick to the one continent. Because I was having rice, noodles, meatballs, pasta, Black Forest gatto on the top. Are you like that with an all-inclusive? Can you stop?
Can I stop?
Can you stop?
I can't stop.
Do you have the ability to stop?
I can't stop.
I sometimes have to sit there and eat till I'm sick. Of course I can stop. I'm an adult.
Well, thanks for throwing me under the bus.
But by the way, all you do at the end is go, "No judgment," and then
No
it just
judgment. Exactly. No judgment. No judgment.
By the way, it should be known that we're staying in a hotel because we've been doing all this press, and John was at the gym at 6 a.m. this morning. I know.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
What were you doing there?
Well, it was free. It was free. It was included.
Someone skipped leg day. Do you actually do leg day? I don't get it.
I do a program that involves, but I don't do a day where you just go fucking up and down all day.
I know.
It's ridiculous, and it is. And like lunges, who invented lunges? They're supposed to.
They never get better. They never get better.
When's it ever going to be useful in your life? You're never going to lunge to avoid something.
Well,
you know that kind of. Oh, that's good. You know, no one's going to shoot you and you're going to go, oh, you missed me, look at that, I'm a lunger.
I lunged at that all-inclusive buffet when they refilled up the chips.
That's where it comes in.
No, because my personal trainer, I've got one, but he's... Anyway, I said to him,
if you it's off.
I was going to say, is he in this country? Is he alive?
You can't fat shame anymore.
I'm not.
No, do you know what? And I said to him, if you want to put me on your website, you can. And he went, you're all right. I was trying to get him some more business.
I mean, the joke he should have said is obviously as what? The before shot.
Yeah, exactly.
But, no, Alan, I'm not saying you. No, Alan. No, now we're back to the book. Alan.
Are you still talking?
No. Alan, I'm not saying you. I'm building. I'm trying to build momentum with you.
You watch, there'll be a film next year, me going into a comedy club. I'm morbidly obese.
No. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
By the way, we've all gone through it. We're all of a certain age. And I last year I found I've lost over 30 pounds in the last year.
Looking good.
And I fucking had to. It's the same thing. I'm 55 and it wasn't easy to do. And I was like, man, I'm turning into a slob. Like,
so what made it? What have you done to lose?
Mainly cocaine, yeah. I got to give a shout out to cigarettes, but no, I had to change the way I eat. I mean, I also want to go to the all-inclusive buffet. I have such a sweet tooth.
Because you know what? I've beaten Ozempic.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Did it give up?
Ozempic went, you win.
I thought about it. You know what? I honestly thought about it. I thought, maybe should I do this? And I was like, I don't know, because you hear these nightmare stories. And so I just thought, no, fucking I changed my diet and exercise. I just had to do it. And by the way, there was nothing sort of heroic about it. It took a while. It sucked.
When you're younger, you just used to do a run and it falls off. Now you're like, what? Nothing happened.
I know.
Well, you're talking about the all-inclusive. Like, I remember the first all-inclusives that we went to with the kids. And you could hoover everything up. Yeah. Now, I look at something now and I get fat.
Yeah.
You just can't. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
It's one of the things about getting older.
You look into a Greg's window. Nothing.
That's it.
Is this podcast about middle-aged dudes complaining about their diets?
Where did you go on holiday?
Where'd you go on holiday, fatty?
How many pisses did you take last night, guys? I took 2.
Yeah.
I can't get through the night now.
I know.
No,
Me neither. No.
Right, well, listen, we're about to start our descent. I think it's already out, but we're on a plane, by the way. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is quick fire round, yeah, Will? Full moon party or full English breakfast?
Are you pointing at me? You said...
Yeah, but then you as well.
Wait,
I haven't got a lazy eye.
Okay.
What was the first one? The what?
Full moon party or full English breakfast?
Full English breakfast.
These don't make sense. You don't...
Yeah.
Full moon party.
Pool or beach?
Pool.
Beach.
Aisle or window?
Window.
Aisle.
Mint tea or tequila?
Mint tea.
Tequila.
Mile high or I'm too shy?
Mile high.
Oh, okay. That's going to be an interesting flight there for you.
No, I didn't say today.
Taj Mahal or Taj Mahal? No.
Okay, what's that mean?
I don't even know.
What does that mean?
Taj Mahal.
It doesn't matter. People have switched off already after you fat shamed me.
No, Alan, I
Shut up.
did it.
Too loud, too late. And last but not least, tip 'em or fuck 'em. Are you a good tipper, or do you say fuck you, I'll never see you again?
Oh, mate, that's a terrible question. Has anyone ever
Has
said
anybody
fuck
ever
'em?
said fuck him? Yeah.
We had Tom Jones on her. He went, tip 'em, then fuck 'em. Thanks.
Oh, God.
Can't beat
tell
that.
you what.
And he also did that.
Unbeatable. That's unbeatable.
You can't. What could you say?
No, you can't
We have
beat
to
it.
end on that. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
guys. And if you'd like to go and collect your emotional baggage from the carousel.
We hope you enjoyed your flight. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't ever forget, life's a beat.